Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this inaugural session of the India CIS Food and Beverages Virtual Fair being organized by the Trade Promotion Council of India with support of various Indian missions to promote Indian food and beverage products in the CIS region. The Indian food industry is poised for huge growth, increasing its contribution to world food trade every year. In India, the food sector has emerged as a high growth and high profit sector due to its immense potential for value addition, particularly within the food processing industry. Exports of agriculture and allied products during 2020-21, which was the pandemic year, grew by 17.34% to US dollar 41.25 billion, led by the exports of cereals, non-basmati rice, wheat, millets, maize, and other coarse grains. It is an apt time to build on this momentum in a market like the CIS region, which imported US dollar 45.64 billion worth of fresh and processed food products in 2020. India has already made some ground in exports of vegetables, fruits, tea, coffee, and rice in this market. The virtual fair is focused on exploring untapped potential in CIS countries, that is Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Moldova, Russia, Tajikistan, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan. For this inaugural session, we are fortunate to have with us His Excellency Mr. Manish Prabhat, Ambassador of India to Uzbekistan. I now request Your Excellency to share your insights and message for the industry.
Good day, friends. Greetings from Embassy of India, Tashkent. I am very happy to be on this platform provided by the Trade Promotion Council of India in this India CIS virtual trade fair on food and beverages. I welcome you all, and I'm very happy to tell you that this is a very timely forum because all the Indian exporters and importers should focus their attention towards Uzbekistan, this Central Asian country. Even though it is landlocked, the potentials are huge and we must work towards them. Friends, as you know that India and Uzbekistan are strategic partners and both countries have excellent political relations. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi visited Tashkent in 2015 and 2016, and then President Shavkat Mirziyoyev of Uzbekistan visited India in 2018 and 2019. In 2019, he was visiting for the vibrant Gujarat Summit in Gandhinagar. Last year, in December, both leaders held their first ever virtual summit also, as pandemic conditions prevented a physical visit of our Prime Minister to this country. However, our relations are going strong, and in fact, in the field of trade, our two leaders have set a target of reaching a 1 billion bilateral trade figure every year. We are currently somewhere around one third of that level. And the food and agri product sector actually provides a lot of potential to work in this direction. As you know that Uzbekistan is a landlocked country, so the trade has to either come through the ports of Bandar Abbas or Chabahar in Iran, or it can go to places like northern European ports of St. Petersburg or Riga in Latvia, and then the containers can travel down to Uzbekistan. But as you know that India has really been working well to promote the use of Chabahar port, and this is one port we all should look at it because there are various incentives to use Chabahar port to route your goods through this port to Uzbekistan and vice versa. Of course, air cargo is another option, and especially for food products, which are generally perishable items, air cargo is the best. And even in the pandemic times, there have been regular air services between Delhi and Tashkent, and two capitals are only 3 hours away from each other, in terms of air route. And this is a huge benefit or advantage if we are looking at the market of Uzbekistan. Friends, you would be happy to know that Ministry of Agriculture of Government of India last year permitted a variety of Uzbek products to be exported to India, and these permissions have been given for plums, grapes, sweet cherries, pomegranate, apple, capsicum, chili pepper, and watermelon. Actually, these processes are, under approval and they would be approved soon. But the lemons and melons of Uzbekistan have already been permitted to come to India, and these markets can be exported by Indian importers. Similarly, Uzbek side has given permission to India for export of Indian mangoes, bananas, pomegranate aril, basmati rice, wheat flour, and soybeans. So you can understand that a lot of commodities from India, the Uzbek market has opened for them. And also we have some approvals from Uzbek side for Indian products under process. And these are non-basmati rice, pomegranate fruit, potato, papaya, and wheat grains. So we hope that these approvals would also be given very soon. I would urge all of you, some online seminars have already been held with the help of Embassy of India in Uzbekistan to bring the two sides together, exporters and importers from both sides, to look into these commodities. And I would urge all of you to get into touch with Uzbek partners, Uzbek exporters, importers, and tie up the possibilities of import and export of these goods for reciprocal access to each other's market. There's a lot of potential to that. And once the pandemic situation has eased a little, I would urge TCPI and all of you to think of bringing a business delegation to Tashkent. The Embassy of India, which is your embassy, would work with you, and we would set up, meetings for you. And I think that we can go on a very beneficial partnership. If you have any suggestions, any queries, please write to us at to the Embassy of India in Tashkent, and we would be very happy to reply to your queries. My best wishes for the success of this online forum. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for your wonderful insights and inspiration for the industry. With this, we are happy to announce the official launch of the India CIS Food and Beverages Virtual Trade Fair, which is being held from 26th to 28th July 2021, and hope that the event will prove to be fruitful for industry stakeholders from both sides.